Hello, beautiful creatives. I have a couple of videos for you this week. I'm not sure how they're going to get published, like on what day they're going to get published. This was a video that I actually first shot as sort of a promotional video for a show that I have coming up. I have sent a bunch of work down to Phoenix Gifts in Putney, Vermont, and they're prints of my silk paintings. So in this video, I just sort of spontaneously filmed what we were putting together because there are tons of prints. There's framed prints, shrink-wrapped prints, and it will give you a really good look at what my silk paintings were like. Years ago, when I started this channel, it was about my silk paintings, and there are some videos that explain in detail how I do the painting on silk and how I steam the silk to set the dyes. But this is just sort of a quick video to give you a look at what my silk paintings looked like, because that body of work that I used to sell in art galleries is very different than the sort of playful, experimental, intuitive work that I do now. So I thought you might have fun looking at it. I also made it to help promote the sale, to help promote both Phoenix Gifts, who's having this huge sale, and also me. I hope that those of you that are local will be able to go down and support some of us local artisans that are selling work there. And if you're not local, and you see something that you absolutely love, you may even be able to contact me or Phoenix Gifts, and we may be able to arrange a way to get it to you. So the next video that's going to come out is going to be a plein air video down by the Connecticut River. So like I said, I'm not sure what day that's going to come out, but I thought this would just be a fun way to show you. I've been having a blast I rearranged my desktop, and I filmed that for my Patreon members, and I got out a lot more of my mixed media materials, and I've just been having a blast creating mixed media figures and portraits and just some really expressive, fun work. So that will be a video that will be coming further down the road in the future. But for now, here is a peek at what my silk painting career looked like, or at least what the silk painting prints that I was selling during my silk painting career. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that Dawn, at the same time that I was showing my silk paintings in galleries, Dawn was also creating wooden boxes and furniture and frames out of old reclaimed wood. So he would take down barns and old buildings, and he would use the wood from those buildings that he took down to create these gorgeous boxes, frames. He would even build big furniture out of them for people. And we used to go around to a lot of craft shows, and he would sell that work, and he would also sell that at some of the galleries where I sold my work, like Frog Hollow in Burlington, Middlebury, and Manchester. The Middlebury and Manchester gallery have since closed, but there still is a Frog Hollow gallery in Burlington, Vermont. Anyways, so I give you a peek at the work that Dawn used to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you find it interesting seeing what we used to do for a living back when we used to travel around and do shows, and we used to have a bunch of galleries that represented our work. So I will see you in the next video, which will be the plein air video. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will talk to you later. Dawn and I are preparing a bunch of prints for a shop that carries my work. So these are prints of my paintings on silk, framed in black metal frames. And these will all be down at Phoenix Gifts in Putney, Vermont. These are some of my older works. These are all done with, the original paintings on silk were all done with fiber reactive steam set dyes and resist. And the prints are printed with archival inks, pigmented inks. So those are the framed ones. Don's helping me get some boxes made up to pack them up in. And then I have all these shrink-wrapped ones that I'll show you in a minute. After these get packed up and I have some room, I'll show you the shrink-wrapped ones. But it's nice to be delivering such a big delivery of my work to this local shop. So if you're local, it'd be nice if you stopped by and checked it out. I'm so grateful to have Dawn help me pack all this stuff up. And these papers that we're actually putting in between the prints are recycled papers from when I steam my silk scarves. So you can see the colors from the silk dyes on the paper, which is kind of cool. It's recycling my art materials for packing materials, but it's a lot to get packed up. So I'm really great, especially the framed ones, to be careful with the metal frames. So I'm really happy to have you helping, Bubba.
Oh, thanks.
Thumbs up to you. Okay, so we got the framed ones all packed up, and before I pack these up into a box, I thought I would give you a quick tour of these prints of my silk paintings. It's gonna be a little tricky because I'm doing it one-handed, hand-holding the camera, but you'll get the idea of what they're like. When you see these on silk in person, the original paintings, they are so vibrant. The colors actually shimmer from the silk. The type of silk dyes that I use are not silk paints. They're actually fiber reactive dyes. So the molecules of the dye join with the molecules of the silk. Unlike when you're painting like acrylics on canvas or oils on canvas, the medium covers the substrate, and you no longer see the elements of the substrate like the canvas or the paper that you're painting on. But with the silk, the molecules of the dye and the silk actually join, so that shimmer, the color actually reflects light and shimmers on the original paintings, and it's just stunning. It's really, really stunning. So all of this work will be available at Phoenix Gifts in Putney, Vermont. This is a bookstore in Montpelier, Vermont. Not even sure if it's still there. This is a farm, Tildon Farm in Corinth, Vermont. This is an old barn that I think has been torn down. It was a beautiful barn in Pomfret, Vermont. This is in Grafton, at the Grafton Inn, Grafton, Vermont. I probably should have said where most of these were. This is a gorgeous farm with a round barn up in northern Vermont. And then these are just duplicates. So that's the pile of prints that's going out. And then the framed ones, it's a lot of work we're delivering today. Okay, now I got to show you some of Don's beautiful boxes out of reclaimed wood. He does boxes and frames, and he's bringing these down to the gallery today. So we'll unpack some of these so we can show them to you better.
Looking at my work of art.
Okay, this is Bubba's beautiful work, and I made him take it all out of the box so I could show you. So this is all reclaimed wood, and he makes boxes and frames out of this reclaimed wood. It's just gorgeous. He planes it down to get just the right patina on these, and I love these boxes. I love the little handles he puts on them, the special little handles. These are so gorgeous. So these will also be in Phoenix Gifts. Isn't that gorgeous, the handle? I just love how he does these. I love this green on this wood. It's we're under the tungsten light, so it may not show. This green too. I love this old wainscoting. I think this was in an old school in Brattleboro, right? Brattleboro, Vermont. Pretty sure that was from an old school, but beautiful work he does.
This was floorboards, or what they call dust boards, in between floorboards, out of an attic house in Connecticut.
Love the wainscoting lines on some of these. Those are my favorite ones, I think. So cool. So that's his boxes, and then he's doing a whole bunch of frames. Nice work, Bubba.
Thank you.
Okay, the lighting's not very good in there, but why don't you show us some of your frames too? These are all made out of reclaimed wood also. These are really gorgeous frames that he has. out of all different colors, green, white, brown.
Old window.
Yeah, so his frames, his boxes, and my framed prints and shrink wrapped prints.
And a couple little sculptures.
And a couple of little sculptures that he has. I love that little frame. Let me show that closer. That is so pretty. I wish we were doing this under better light, but that's really pretty. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was something completely different from what I normally do, but while we were getting all that work together, I thought it just might be interesting to share it with you guys and to take a little step back into our history as artists together and show you some of what we did. I do have a couple of other samples here of Don's things that Don has made. He used to sell these at craft shows, earring holders, and the wood has the wormy edges on it. I've always treasured this beautiful piece. He always did such nice work. Those were his earring holders. And of course, a lot of the furniture that we have around the house, our beautiful farmhouse table he made out of reclaimed wormy wood. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, we have a lot of different things, nightstands and things like that. This is one of my little treasure boxes that he made. This was one of his early boxes, and on the bottom of all of his work, he always put WBC. His business, I don't even know if I said his business was called Wildwood Box Company, and my business was called Crow House Studio. My website is still called Crow House Studio. So yeah, he used to put WBC Vermont on the bottom. So if you ever find one of these boxes somewhere, I mean, he sold thousands of these and furniture. He would sign the furniture like that too. And this is just a treasure box. I have my father's dog tags in here, my grandfather's medal in here, and I have the puppy teeth from all our puppies. This was hair and teeth from Mia, my beautiful little dog that passed away on 11/21/2015. And Nico, you know, you guys all know Nico, who passed away on 6/30/23. So a little over a year ago. I clipped some of his hair. And then Toshi's little baby teeth. Kiko. Kiko was another one of our Japanese chins. Beautiful, wonderful dog. And this was Phoebe. This was my first beautiful Japanese chin that I ever had. Before that, I never knew anything about the breed. This was 32 years ago that I got my first Japanese chin, and she was my heart. Anyways, what a different video. I'm getting into all this history of ours, but yeah, this is my true treasure box. And a lot of people at the craft shows used to buy his boxes just for things like this, for very special things. One of the pictures that I show you towards the end of the video was a urn box for ashes. He's made a few of those for people's ashes when their loved ones have died. And often people would come to the shows and be very emotional, and they would buy one of Don's boxes as a casket for a pet, a beloved pet, and with the plans of burying the box. And that was always a really beautiful thing to share with people. So yeah, there you go. A little bit of a dive into our history, just launched off of a current body of work that we were putting together to put at a sale at a local shop. So that's kind of fun. I hope you guys find it fun. Very different from what I normally do, but I look forward to talking to you in the comments. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will see you in the next video. God bless. Have a really creative, wonderful week. I hope you're enjoying your summer, or if you're down under your winter. Yeah, love you guys. You mean a lot to me. Talk to you later.